Hello students, welcome back to another educational video. In this video, we will learn about the most recently developed nanovesicular system, neosomes. We will explore the basic introduction of neosomes, composition, classification, advantages, disadvantages, applications, formulation techniques, and characterization of neosomes. Neosomes are vesicular novel drug delivery system which can be used for the sustained, controlled as well as targeted delivery of drugs. Originally, liposomes were the first vesicular drug delivery systems. However, they have several disadvantages such as toxicity, high cost, and stability issues. So, research has increasingly focused on neosomes as a superior alternative. Since neosomes are made up of non-ionic surfactants, these are named neosomes and are non-toxic because of these surfactants. Neosomes can be utilized for drug delivery via intravenous, intramuscular, ocular, transdermal, pulmonary, nasal, and oral routes, and they can also be used to deliver drugs across the blood-brain barrier. Structure of neosomes. Neosomes are bilayered structures formed from non-ionic surface active agents. This bilayered structure contains a hollow space in the center. Because of their special geometry, neosomes can encapsulate hydrophilic as well as a hydrophobic drug in their structure. Entrapment of hydrophilic drugs in neosomes can occur in the central aqueous domain, or it can be adsorbed on the bilayer surface, whereas hydrophobic drugs enter the bilayer structure by partitioning into it. Neosomes can be classified into three main types: small unilamellar vesicles, large unilamellar vesicles, and multilamellar vesicles. Small unilamellar vesicles consist of a single bilayer and range in size from 10 to 100 nanometers. Large unilamellar vesicles also have a single bilayer but are larger, ranging from 100 to 3000 nanometers. Whereas multilamellar vesicles have more than one bilayer with size of greater than 10 micrometer. Additionally, there are several specialized types of neosomes, including proneosomes, surfactant ethosomes, aspasomes, discosomes, elastic neosomes, and polyhedral neosomes. Formulation techniques of neosomes. Neosomes can be formulated using different methods depending on the type of neosomes required. Small unilamellar vesicles are prepared by the microfluidization technique, sonication technique, and multiple membrane extrusion technique. Large unilamellar vesicles are prepared by the ether injection technique, lipid injection technique, bubble technique, and reverse phase evaporation technique. Multilamellar vesicle neosomes are formulated by transmembrane pH gradient technique and thin film or thin layer hydration technique. All these methods are explained in detail in another video. You can find the link in the description. Advantages of neosomes. Neosomes offer several advantages as a drug delivery system: biocompatibility and biodegradability. Neosomes are made from non-ionic surfactants, making them less toxic and more biocompatible compared to other vesicular carriers like liposomes. Versatility. They can encapsulate both hydrophilic and lipophilic drugs, allowing for a wide range of pharmaceutical applications. Stability. As compared to liposomes, neosomes offer more chemical stability under various pH conditions and temperatures. Controlled release. They can provide a controlled and sustained release of the drug, improving therapeutic efficacy and reducing the frequency of dosing. Cost-effective. The production of neosomes is relatively simple and cost-effective compared to other drug delivery systems. Enhanced bioavailability. Neosomes can improve the oral bioavailability of poorly absorbed drugs and enhance the penetration of drugs through the skin. Targeted delivery. They can be engineered to target specific tissues or organs, reducing side effects and improving the therapeutic index of the drugs. Disadvantages of neosomes. Here are some disadvantages of neosomes as a drug delivery system. Limited drug loading capacity. Neosomes may have a limited capacity to encapsulate certain drugs, which can be a limitation for high-dose therapies. Scalability. Scaling up the production of neosomes from laboratory to industrial scale can be challenging and may require significant optimization. Stability issues. While neosomes are generally stable, they can sometimes face stability issues such as aggregation, fusion, or leakage of the encapsulated drug over time. Time-consuming. The preparation and optimization of neosomes can be time-consuming, which may delay the development and production process. Hydrolysis of encapsulated drugs. Encapsulated drugs may undergo hydrolysis, especially if they are sensitive to water, leading to degradation and reduced efficacy over time. Formulation components of neosomes. Neosomes are mainly composed of non-ionic surfactants, cholesterol, charge inducer molecules, and hydration medium. Non-ionic surfactants. The basic component used in the preparation of neosomes is a non-ionic surface active agent. Non-ionic surface active molecules are amphiphilic in nature, having a polar head and a non-polar tail. Since these surfactants do not carry any charge, they are more stable, compatible, and less toxic in comparison to anionic, cationic, and amphoteric surfactants. These surface-active agents cause less hemolysis and irritation to cellular surfaces. These can be used to enhance permeability, to improve solubility as wetting agents and emulsifiers. Here in this table, you can see some examples of non-ionic surfactants used in neosomes formulations. Cholesterol. Cholesterol is an important additive in the formulation of neosomes. Cholesterol as such is not required for the formulation of neosomes, but its presence affects many properties of the neosomes. It can affect permeability and rigidity of the membrane, entrapment efficiency, ease of rehydration of freeze-dried neosomes, stability, storage time, and their toxicity. Charge inducer molecules. Some charge-inducing molecules are used in the formulation of neosomes. These molecules impart a charge on the surface and stabilize the neosomes by electrostatic repulsion and hence help in preventing coalescence. Hydration medium. Apart from the above-mentioned components, one more important component required in the preparation of neosomes is the hydration medium. Usually, phosphate buffer is used as a hydration medium. Applications of neosomes. Neosomes as a delivery system can be used for several purposes therapeutically. Delivery of proteins and peptides. It was always difficult to deliver protein and peptide drugs via oral route because of their destruction by the acidic media and enzymes of GIT. But neosomes provide protection to these drugs from the proteolytic enzymes. Targeted drug delivery. Neosomes can deliver drugs specifically to targeted tissues or organs, enhancing the therapeutic efficacy and reducing side effects. This is particularly useful in cancer therapy, where neosomes can deliver chemotherapeutic agents directly to tumor cells. Controlled and sustained release. Neosomes can encapsulate drugs and release them in a controlled manner over an extended period. This helps in maintaining a consistent drug concentration in the bloodstream, improving patient compliance. Vaccine delivery. Neosomes can encapsulate antigens and deliver them to the immune system, enhancing the immune response. This makes them suitable for vaccine delivery. Gene delivery. Neosomes can be used to deliver genetic material such as DNA or RNA into cells. This application is crucial for gene therapy and the treatment of genetic disorders. Carrier for hemoglobin. Neosomes can also be used as a carrier of hemoglobin because they have good oxygen absorptive properties. Diagnostic imaging. Neosomes can be used as a carrier for radiopharmaceuticals, and hence they could be useful in diagnostic imaging of organs like liver and spleen. Characterization of neosomes. Neosomes are characterized by the following parameters. 1. Size, morphology, and size distribution of neosomes. 2. Entrapment efficiency. 3. Charge on neosome and zeta potential. 4. Number of lamellae. 5. Membrane rigidity. 6. In vitro release. 7. Tissue distribution, in vivo study. 8. Stability studies. In this video, we delved into the intriguing world of neosomes. We discovered how these non-ionic surfactant-based vesicles can enhance drug delivery, improve stability, and target specific tissues. Think of neosomes as versatile carriers that can efficiently transport medications to where they're needed most. If you found this information valuable, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of pharmacy. See you in the next video.